Hello guys, I'm starting my way to Seoul, South Korea. I'm going to attend Korea Blockchain Week. So I hope it will be interesting and I will show you the most interesting things there. See you later guys. Take a look on this beautiful view guys. We have some free time before Korea Blockchain Week starts and it's a big pleasure to be here, to look around, to visit these beautiful places. The view is awesome. Hello guys, it's Anna, my partner at coinstelegram.com. Take a look. We are on Blockchain Korea Blockchain Week, I would say. Anna, how are you doing?
Thanks, I'm fine. How are you?
Do you anticipate big day today?
Yes, of course. It's already not only big day, it's big week.
I heard that you are going to interview Vitalik Buterin today.
Yes, we are supposed to do this.
That's nice. What?
Not only Vitalik, but as well Mike Novogratz, CEO of Galaxy Digital.
Do you find this conference to be big enough?
Yes, I think so. People from all over the world came here. A lot of familiar faces.
Okay, let's look what's going to happen. See you soon.
Ethereum name service. Any of the blockchain applications looking to use blockchain, store data on blockchains to verify that things like certificates haven't been revoked yet. Okay, fewer, but these things are happening, right? There's universities and places like kind of increasingly looking at basically kind of putting data on the blockchain and to verify that some certificate has been issued and that there is not a record saying that some certificate has been revoked. Blockchains for remittances and for kind of giving your money to people like refugees. So lots of good and happy stuff happening recently. But for this presentation, I want to kind of zero in on one particular category of happy stuff that has been happening.
Telegram, and Michael, I would like to know your opinion why backed futures launch fails to support Bitcoin.
Listen, I think any futures launch always is tricky, and it's a little unfair to just look at the first week and think that's the project. We all would have liked more participation. It takes a while for them to go out and build that client base. And so I think we should look back in a year to see how they're doing, versus the other futures markets, and are they getting new participants in? I do think part of the reason Bitcoin went down was some expectation that because it was in the New York Stock Exchange, prices would explode up, which is a little unrealistic. You know, getting signed up to be a futures account is quite lengthy. You've got to sign up and do all the KYC AML, and then you've got to put up the margin, and you're not getting great margin at the U.S. futures, right? It's maybe 2 to 1. At BitMEX, you get 100 to 1. And so I think it's going to just take time for BAC to develop its customer base. Listen, we have 60 different companies in our portfolio, ranging from some exchange bets made early on to some protocol bets to now lots of video gaming bets. So we just did a second round at a company called Mythical Games, which is a game studio. That's the space where we're getting very, very involved. Also on security, on the other side of the infrastructure of the blockchain, we've made a bunch of investments.
Hello Vitalik, my name is Anna, I'm from Coins Telegram, and my question is what their apps are most interesting for you on the market now, and how decentralized features will help them to conquer the market?
What apps are the most interesting?
Yes.
I think the decentralized finance things that have been happening in the last year are very interesting. It includes Maker, it includes like exchanges like Uniswap, some of the synthetics things that people are building. And I continue to be a fan of ENS. I think like all of these different applications that are kind of putting data onto the blockchain for kind of verification purposes are like also valuable in their own way. Kind of not quite at the JAP level, but another kind of trend I'm interested in and that I care about. I mean, two of them. One is kind of the growth of privacy technologies that are starting to be deployed. And the second is the growth of kind of more secure wallets, like smart contract wallets, so that to avoid like problems of losing your account or having your account stolen if someone hacks your computer or your phone or you lose your device. So things like Argent Wallet, things like some of the social key recovery systems we've been seeing have been making good progress on that.
Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Alex from Coins Telegram. At first I would like to say that Ethereum was my first cryptocurrency, so it's a big pleasure to stay in front of you, of Ethereum founder. So thank you so much for Ethereum. And I've noticed a trend right now, even though the market is down during the last weeks or during the 2018, crypto and Ethereum is used in some apps. Especially I bought tickets to Korea using a special app that made this crypto. Do you see this trend, and how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think even cryptocurrency itself has a lot of really nice use cases. Like I remember that like sometimes when my credit cards kind of break at the same time, then cryptocurrency is basically the only way I have of getting plane tickets. And this is like, it's a first world problem, but it's a real problem that it's solved for me from time to time. And for more kind of bigger problems, like I know there's people in places like Africa. I read an article about like this, people in Palestine doing this. It's like people who work for software companies in kind of more developed countries, and they kind of use cryptocurrency to get money back home without losing like huge amounts of it and like dealing with huge hassles from remittance services. So I think like things like that are valuable, and I think kind of smaller consumer applications, like even things like just using blockchains to sell like conference tickets, for example. Like with traditional payment systems, it's kind of surprisingly hard to set up. You need to kind of connect different systems together, but with a smart contract, you can just like make a contract that just is the conference ticket buying contract, and you send your coins, and like within the same transaction, you kind of atomically and automatically get your ticket, and that just makes the workflow so much easier. So yeah, and I think things like that, I hope to see more of too.
That's great, thank you.
So Anna, do you have any questions to our
Hello
guest?
guys, we are now at the second day of Korea Blockchain Week conference, Define.
and we meet with Ethan, CEO of South Asia Exchange, Biki.com.
Hello, Anna.
So tell us more about your exchange, about your development.
Sure. We are a top-tier marketing exchange. We just started in August 2018. To date, within 11 months, we got 1.5 million registered users. So most of our users come from Chinese communities as well as Russia, Vietnam, and Germany.
This is great. And can you tell us about the trading pairs which you have?
90% of our trading volume actually comes from alternate coins. So we have USDT, BTC, and ETH. However, most of the trading volume actually comes from the smaller alternate coins.
Great. And what are the benefits for the projects of listing on your exchange?
The benefits is actually before listing, we would localize and help bring our local users towards joining the project's local community. Right, so we will help the project create local WeChat communities, and we will divert our users over to join the local community. And then we will have voting campaign where they will actually have a community leader, and this community leader will then be this project's local ambassador. So imagine when you want to accelerate and penetrate into the Chinese market, you actually have ambassadors to help you to grow and moderate your Chinese community.
So as I see, you are quite strong on Chinese market, right?
Yes.
Any other Asian countries you are strong?
Yeah, Vietnam and Malaysia.
You build their communities too?
Yeah.
Cool. Hello. So Coin's Telegram team is now at Korea Blockchain Week. My name is Sanna, and here we met Mark, who is ex-UBS research analyst and early adopter of Bitcoin. Nice to meet you here, Mark.
Nice to meet you, Anna.
So we would like to know what are your predictions on the development of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency?
Okay. All the time when I come to a blockchain week conference like this, many people are asking me this question: is Bitcoin a scam or not? And I always want to tell them, first of all, about the intrinsic value, because to compute to mine one single Bitcoin, you need at least $3,500 for the electricity cost, for the maintenance fee, and to upgrade the super chips. So for me, for example, when somebody asks about the price, I tell them go for long term, not short term, because we want to be not a speculator in the market, but we want to act as an investor. So by meaning investing in Bitcoin for 3 or 5 years, because the market is still very small. Yesterday I checked at Bloomberg, it's only $300 billion. It's 1/3 market cap of Google or Apple, I would say. So it's still it's at its infancy, in the initial stage. So the government has to support the blockchain technology more, and we have to have more regulations. And once the institutional money comes in, then the market cap will be maybe 5 times from now or 10 times from now. And I'm very positive because I heard last year from Bloomberg officially that gold or silver, the aggregate supply is manipulated, and the scarcity that we were thinking of is not there anymore. And the US dollar, there were too many quantitative during the last 30 years, so they think the Wall Street guys has to invent some new market to absorb the new printed fresh US dollars. As you know, in the US economy, the real estate market and the stock market, the bond market crashed down already. So it lost its functionality as 10 years ago. So I'm still very optimistic about the cryptocurrency market, so that they can absorb the new printed US dollar, and it could act as a new safe haven. And it's also a very good store of value. Right now, I cannot tell it's going to be our future currency because of the high volatility. But I think right now it's still on its initial stage. We need more investment, and the market has to grow up. Yeah. And your second question was, Anna?
As you
Sorry, it was too long.
As
That's
you know,
okay.
You have a tennis class.
Yes.
So how do you see the implementation of blockchain
Okay,
in
that's a
real
very-
business and particularly sports?
Which is a very interesting question. I played tennis since I was 9 years old, and I started playing golf when I was 11 years old. I was always thinking, when I want to build my own golf and tennis resort in Korea, for example, there's so many people from China or from US who are coming in the summertime, wants to join the club, but they have to pay with a credit card or US dollar, which is sometimes very expensive for them, or which is very complicated. It's more time consuming. So I was having this idea since last year, when we could just adopt the blockchain technology into the sport, then they could just pay Bitcoin from Russia or Ethereum from United States, which is much quicker, which is more transparent, and which is much more easier for us to collect the money. So I will just give it a try. You know, I mean, it's a risk,
Yeah.
but someday you gotta take the risk, right? Yeah. So that's about it.
That's great. Nice to
Great idea.
talk with you, Mark.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Korea Blockchain Week, guys.
I hope it was better.